I'm Dave Brennan, and I'm going to be going over a lamp boards for Bally, early Bally and Stern games. This will also work, I've used it for a game plan as well. So what I'm going to be covering is using LEDs in these older Bally and Stern games as an example. One thing you'll notice when you go to put LEDs in these games is they have a lot of flicker to them, and the reason is the lamp boards, they want to see a certain power draw in order to, they're used to incandescent bulbs, and LEDs require less power, and so therefore it's gonna flicker. It's kind of like your house where there's dimmable LED bulbs and there's not. Well, same kind of thing. Alright, so there's non-ghosting LED bulbs. Yeah, those work to an extent, but you're going to be paying more per bulb for those non-ghosting in order to, deck out your entire game. So, how do you get around that? Well, there's aftermarket boards available that you can just replace the whole lamp board, and I think those are usually around $100. And then there's also a conversion for your current lamp board, which I think they sell for $50, where it's like a piggyback thing, and so that will convert it. But I'm going to show you a method that you can convert your existing lamp board for probably around 25 cents a board. So let's take a look. So without any modification to the lamp board, you'll see the LEDs like to flicker like this, and that's because the lamp board isn't seeing enough power draw from them in order to make them stay on constant. So what the aftermarket boards do is, all it is a simple resistor in line with each one of your lamps. And so if you look in my back box here, this is an original lamp board, but I don't have any piggyback, aftermarket, anything on here, but it's still working. Well, that's because I'm hiding resistors. I soldered in resistors on the back of the board, and so it plugs in the same way that the aftermarket guys are telling you to. You put it on the power side of a controlled lamp, so it'd be like your player 1, player 2, game over. Those are controlled lamps. So as soon as you plug it in, the flicker stops. Same kind of thing. So let's take a look at the back of the board. So this is just an example board, but J4 is your connection for your power, and then the other connectors are going out to all of your lamps. So on the back side of it, here's J4, and what I'm doing is I'm taking, these are SIP resistors, and basically what you do is you bend up the common leg. There's usually a dot on one side of the connector, and you bend that up, and then you solder each of the other legs to each pin on the back side of the board. And then from there you take a ground wire and you daisy chain it all the way up and across and down, and then you just attach a gator clip to the end of it, and then it'll work exactly the same as some of these aftermarket or piggyback things. And this will cost you about maybe 25 cents for these resistors. The other way that you can do it, and I've had this happen with game plan games, even after I've done this modification, I still had maybe 1 or 2 lamps that didn't want to cooperate, And in that case, you can take, these are 480 ohm resistors, so this is just a standard resistor. What you do is you would solder it to the tab and the base of the lamp socket, and then that will get rid of the flicker as well. Thanks for watching this tech tip video. Hopefully you found something useful out of it. We'll catch you next time.